Yo, everybody come get your bounce on, get your bounce on, get your bounce on. Don't be cute with it, you gotta get, come on. Fifth ward, fourth ward. Come on, sing it.
When I close my eyes, I think of you and reminisce on all the things you do. I can't imagine my life without you. It's like paradise now. I know that it's real. It's a mystery for someone to give that up just for me.
Come on.
What you did on Calvary makes me wanna love you
Watch
more.
this.
I never knew I could be so happy. I never knew I'd be so secure because of your love. Life has brand new meaning.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a bright day, bright day.
Come on, everybody clap like this. Clap like this.
Never thought that I would smile again. I never thought the dark clouds would end. I never thought that I could have a friend that'll keep me, never leave me alone. Jesus, you're my everything. The only one that makes my heart sing. Now I know what real to me is. It's everlasting,
Come on, come on.
lasting. I never knew I could be so happy. I never knew I'd be so secure
Because of you.
because of your love. Life has brand new meaning.
Gonna be.
It's gonna be a bright day, bright day.
Sing it with me one more time.
I never knew I could be so happy.
I never knew so.
I never knew I'd be so secure because of your love. Life has brand new meaning. It's gonna be a bright day, bright day.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen.
Nothing can compare to the joy it brings and everlasting love affair.
Jesus.
Jesus, mine, I will never be the same.
I found.
Found someone who truly
Come on, and clap your hands, clap your, clap, come on, come on, clap your hands up. Everybody, come on, and let me.
never knew I could be so happy. I never knew
Come on,
I'd be so secure
because of your Lord Jesus.
because of your love. Life has brand new meaning.
Here we go, here we go.
It's gonna be a bright day, 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 bright day,
Wait. Think I want to hear some horns. Wait. You're doing it too cute. Don't do it cute. Come on.
Baptist Church, Second Baptist Church, everybody who's watching, how are you all doing this evening? Um, hopefully, when the music was on, you were bobbing your head, just thinking about the goodness of Jesus. And it's just one of those days where we are just in the land of the living, and for that, we just thank God. In this day and time, because of what we see, because of everything that's going on, it's rough times. Prayers for all of those who are waiting on stimulus checks. And listen, I need to say this a couple of things before we get um, into study on tonight. Listen, those checks that they're sending out. I've watched a lot of people on Facebook, and we pretty much laugh and joke about anything, but there's really a mom right now that got laid off, and she's counting on that money because she busted her tail to provide Christmas for her kids. There's a dad somewhere that's wondering how he's going to get his son and his daughter's shoes. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I joke with the best of them, but could they have given more? Yes, they should have given more, but of course they did not. But just prayers for all of those that are struggling, all those that are going through, because amazingly, we complain about the type of shoes we have, but there's some people that don't even have feet. We complain about the kind of clothes we have, and some people don't have clothes. So we just have to learn how to be grateful. Have to learn how to be grateful. Listen, a new thing that I'm starting on tonight, and this is going to be going on until whenever. If you have a Bible question, that you want answered, something that from a scriptural nature, something that you've always wanted to understand as a child or as an adult, no matter what question it is, because no question is a dumb question because you really sincerely want to know. Inbox SBC, Second Baptist Church of Steubenville, inbox our ministry, and every week I'm going to try to take certain questions and answer them as quickly as I possibly can so we can get into study. One of those questions on tonight, and it's been a couple people that I spoke with earlier today, and it has to do with cremation, when a body is cremated. Now, because of everything that we have going on across the globe, because we have so many people that are dying, there's so much death and sickness around us, that the question, for some strange reason, always seems to rise up, usually this time of year, when people begin to pass away, and they say things like, well, if you get cremated, I have a family member that would always say, well, if you ex-family member, well, if you get cremated and you're on your way to hell as a sinner, that means you burn twice. Just stupid stuff that we say that confuses people who really do not know. So let's deal with that real quickly. If you all can hear on tonight, type I can hear. See that I see our board is running. So on tonight. Okay, I see now. Can't hear? Seriously, can't hear? Oh, this is none. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Y'all give me a quick hot minute to figure out what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. Not sure. Let's see here. Okay, it's showing me that you can or you can't. Please tell me. Okay, I see my meter's going through, but hopefully you all can hear me. Volume is low, but you can hear. 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Is that better? Does that seem to be better? I need you all to keep typing in. Please keep typing in to let me know what's going on. Hold on. Hold on. Just let me know if you can hear. You can hear now? Okay, everybody can hear now. It's low. I'm looking at what's coming in. 1 second here. Some can and some can't, and I don't know why. Wait a minute. That's extremely low. All right, hold on, people. Hold on. Hopefully. Does that seem like it's better? Okay. Echo too? Okay, let me be old school. Let me be old school colored. Now, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
let me know. Let me know now. Y'all can hear or you can't? Okay, hold on. 1 second. Low again still. What is going on here? All right, let me adjust. This is messing with my emotions. 1 second. That's a duel. All right, let's get this going. All right, hold on. Let's see if that works. Is that, hold on, hold on. This is killing me right now. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh? There is volume? Okay. I'm coming, you all. I don't know why this is going down like this today. But, woo, killing me. Y'all can hear? Okay. If you can hear now, just type yes. Just type yes. Just type yes. Everybody can hear, I hope. Okay, something must be going on. Something must be going on the other end. But if you all can hear, just type yes. And clearly, not just messed up, but clear. Something must have been going on with Facebook because I know I'm not going crazy. But just type yes. Just type yes. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can increase this as I go. This is just something else that's trying to. 7:09, so we're in good time. Okay, is it clear? That's what I need to know, people. Is it clear? 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 Because if not, I'm gonna be extremely upset. Okay, so okay, so I see people are able to hear. If you still cannot hear me, reboot your phone. There's something else that's going on with Facebook. It's not me. I was going to say, I knew I wasn't going crazy because everything was hooked up and I did a test run. So something must be going on the other end of Facebook. So if you still cannot hear, reboot your phone. Reboot your phone. Hold on. I'm going to type this in for those that still cannot hear. Y'all, this has been amazing. We've never had this. We have never had this before, but that's okay. 1 second here. All right. Now, my question is to you all: did anybody cook today? Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, okay, everybody can hear now. Good, great. So, it is probably something that's going on the other end with the sound with Facebook. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you all tonight about dealing with cremation. This is before we get into the lesson itself. Um, the question was asked about cremation, and uh, with cremation, we've had individuals who have assumed the worst with people who have been cremated. As I was saying, and I did not know that everybody did not have volume. An individual in my family had said that if somebody was on their way to hell, if we cremate them or burn their body per se, that if they're going to hell, that means that they burn twice. So let me clarify this. I don't think that we've had anybody to ever come from the dead, from being cremated, to come back from the dead after being cremated and say, I was cremated and I came back and I'm here to tell you that I got cremated and I went to hell. The body is going back to the dust from where it came from. So when someone is cremated, when their body is cremated, when their body is burned in an incinerator, that does not mean that they're going to hell. The same process that we put a body through in the incinerator is the exact same process that happens naturally when a body is in a casket. Please do not miss this. When you go to the graveyard and you visit those that you love, we've all done it. It is therapeutic for us. In other words, it gives us a little bit more closure. It helps us dealing with people who have passed away that were dear to us. So we go and we talk to the tombstone. We talk to the grave. The person that we are talking to is not there. Hear me when I say this. The scripture talks about how our mortal body will be removed and our immortal body will come forth. So because you go to the graveyard and you speak to a casket and a grave, and the person that you remembered, their body, their corpse is in there, but from a spiritual aspect, they're not there. And I need to be clear before I get into study tonight with this, because when we go to the graveyard, that is strictly for us to help our feeling of dealing with death and someone who has passed away. Now, as far as cremation is concerned, if your body is cremated after you die, or your body is laid to rest in a grave, mausoleum, or wherever after you die, understand that the person who you used to be is no longer in that image. They're no longer in that image. And where we've messed up in church, we have told people and said to people, well, it's okay, I'll see him again. No. Scripture says that our mortal body, this flesh that we have, is going to be passing away. When this flesh passes away, God gives us another body, a heavenly body that literally reigns with him, because our spiritual sin-filled body is not allowed to go to heaven. That's why Jesus had to go and prepare a place for us. And there, when he comes again, he will receive us, our spirit, unto himself. So it has nothing to do with if your body burns in an incinerator that you're going to hell. That's the silly stuff that we told people in church. Now, here it is, though. And please don't miss this, because I'm preaching a sermon. When the Bible talks about a cloud of witnesses, those that are in heaven, think about your grandmother, my grandmother, father, husband, everybody who was connected to God. Please understand what I'm about to tell you. Being connected to God and being a child of God means that when my body is gone and my spirit is with God and I'm in heaven, I'm telling you from my own personal, I love everybody. But if I get to see Jesus for myself, I pray that I get to see some folk. I don't know, because I've never done it. But here is the thing. When I get to heaven, the last thing I'm going to be thinking about is a bunch of foolishness going on down on earth. Because when you wake up, we see foolishness online, on television, bills, and all of that. If I get to see Jesus for myself, I'm not going to be thinking about nothing down here. They'll be thinking about me, because that's our human nature. We want the person to come back because we love that person. We miss that person. But God is not bringing that person back. So by earthly means, when we cremate somebody, that has nothing to do with their salvation and their walk. If they were a child of God and they walked with God their entire life, and they have an insurance policy that lapsed, and now the one child that they had has to bury that person, but the one child doesn't have the money to bury that person, and the child only has enough to cremate that person, that decision is between the child and God and has absolutely nothing to do with us. So we cannot get into these big arguments about cremation and saying that, well, you know, if that happens, you're going to hell. Lay me to rest. I've already told my family, when my body is gone, listen, buy 2 lockets for the daughters, 1 for my son, and put it in as much as, and fill it somehow as much as you can, so wherever they go, I go with them. I don't need a grave, because here is the thing. When I die, when this physical body passes away, I'm going to see the Lord. So listen, on tonight, can you all hear clearly now? Because I know some of you can and some of you can't, and that may be an Android issue, that may be an iPhone issue. I'm not sure, but if you can still hear, just type yes. Just type yes. So now, as we review from last week, and we talked about vision, where are you going? Where are you trying to get to in life? And we talked about how you develop spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity. So if you're writing, yes, Android. So if you're writing stuff down, please, by all means, write this down. Don't entertain every conversation. Don't entertain every conversation. And I'm saying this because when you are on your way to vision, when you are trying to get to where God wants you to be, when you're trying to say, okay, God, give me the dream, give me the sight that I need to see for my future. If you entertain every conversation, what's going to happen is that you will become so consumed with conversation and idle conversation that you will forget all about your vision. And then what you'll start doing is that you'll start paying attention to all the idle conversation. So when it comes to your vision of your life, you don't have to entertain everybody. Don't get into the fight of talking about stuff that's going to do nothing but waste your time. What do I mean by that? Think about the political arena. Think about the political arena. All the stuff that's going on with politics, we know that they're crooked. We know 95% of politicians are crooked. That is nothing. But at the end of the day, don't get so sucked into the conversation with Trump and Biden and the president and all of that. By the time you look up, you're like, wait a minute, I've wasted all this time arguing about this stuff. I've wasted so much time because I've got stuff to do. So let's dig into this. And here's the thing. Where you see yourself now and where you see yourself down the road is vision. But watch, sometimes your vision gets attacked. What do I mean by that? Charlie Wilson. Okay, Charlie Wilson, born in Compton, California, 1953. He was the son of a Church of God in Christ pastor. Charlie Wilson had a vision about the Gap Band that he was going to be a famous star. He talks about this in his biography, and he says, you know what, I knew I wanted to be famous. So he joins in with a group of guys, and they form the Gap Band. Got to get up early in the morning, bunch of different songs that they put out. What happened was, and what many people don't know, is that in his vision, he never counted on something happening with his vision. So what ended up happening was he got addicted to crack cocaine. And when he got addicted to crack cocaine, many people don't know, it was like 5 to 7 years, because many of his visions that he had did not come to pass. So he ended up high. He ended up messed up. And then what happened was a few years, probably about maybe 15 years ago or so, he ends up with a therapist that was helping him physically, spiritually, and emotionally. He ends up marrying her. When he ends up marrying her, his whole life literally turns around. And when his entire life turns around, he comes back out with all of the new stuff that we hear now. There goes my baby, I'm blessed. He had vision, but his vision got tainted because he was distracted. Type in your notes, don't get distracted. Type in your notes, don't get distracted. So here it is. There has to be vision, but what you need to do is to figure out the veracity of your vision. Veracity is another word for quality. The quality of your vision. The quality of your vision says what God is going to do for me, what he really is going to do for me. Guess what? I am going to allow him to do it. But it's the quality of your vision. Okay, what do I mean by quality? Jesus and the disciples are invited to a wedding. And when they get inside the wedding, the wine runs out. And when the wine runs out, after the wine runs out, there's some crazy issue because they come to Jesus. His mother comes to him. She says they have no wine. Jesus says, woman, what have I to do with you? My time has not yet come. When it happens, Jesus finally gets up. When he gets up, he turns the water into wine. One of the high-ranking individuals that were in the audience drank some of the new wine. And he made a comment. He said, usually they save usually the wine tastes a little bit different, but here I see that they save the best wine for last. In other words, the wine that was there before was good quality, but the wine that Jesus touched was greater quality. What am I saying here? When it talks about your vision, you have to make sure that God touches your vision and not you. Because if you touch your vision, it could go pretty good. But if God touches your vision, there are no jacked up situations within his plan because he's giving you the vision. Okay. A better way to make this, and I see you all, if you all can only hear without earbuds, that's not on this end. That's something that has to do with Facebook because Facebook should be broadcasting this signal out on a higher decibel so you can hear it on your laptop and through your earbuds. So watch. When we talk about veracity, when we talk about quality, you can't take your 2020 vision and put it into your 2021 vision unless God has authorized it. Don't miss that. Let's get into slides. Let's get into this. You can't take leftovers from 2020 into 2021. Right about now is when we need to be deciding who's going to come with us in 2021, who's not going to come with us in 2021. And this is an aspect of courage. You whatever church friend, since we've hooked up, I've evaluated my time. And because I've evaluated my time, I found out that you've hurt me more than you've actually helped me. So when you realize that that person has hurt you more than they've actually helped you, then you got to move on. You cannot drag them in. Where do you see yourself in 2021? Last week I told you to write a letter. I told you to write a letter to yourself. And today is the 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st. So between today and tomorrow at midnight, you need to write a letter to yourself. There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. You just make sure you don't answer yourself. So write a letter. If you didn't start last week, start tonight. Between tonight and tomorrow at midnight. And address it. Dear self, I've been through hell this year. I've watched family die. I've watched situations in my life unfold. I've seen people for who they really are. I've seen good people. I've seen fake people. I've seen people step up to the plate to help me out. So now, God, in 2020, as I exit out of 2020 and going into 2021, show me who I need and show me who I don't need. Show me where I need to go and then allow me to go where you want me to go. Subtract everybody out of my life that wants to hurt me. Multiply my faith. Multiply my money. Subtract crooked people from me. I'm going through my own letter in my head because I already typed it. When you begin to tell God what you want from a written aspect, you'll start to believe that thing. But here is the thing. Don't write the letter just to be writing the letter. It's frozen? Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Okay, you all can still hear, but it's frozen. Okay, piece of junk. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It's killing me. So you have to get to a point. Where you say, I love your phone. Please stay right by your phone. We're going to get this done now. And this is